Hello and welcome to Dungeon of Doom, episode 1.1, by the name of All Girl Dungeon Delvers, because we only rolled girls. You won't be able to see this, but I'm going to use some of Adventure Design to give us some a location name. Let's do it. Defiled Dungeon, yeah. Name. Defiled. Defiled Bridge of the hvad for noget? Okay. I love these long titles you can roll in some of Adventure Time. They're very evocative. Next word up is half-breed. Defiled Bridge of the Half-Breed, and now for the last word of the location. Oh my god, this is one of the good ones, I think. Cult. So, alrighty. The dungeon location name, or yeah, dungeon. We should write location name. Actually, I think location name. Location name. Defiled Bridge of the Half-Breed Cult. So, okay, bridge. And since it's a dungeon, inside the dungeon, there is a bridge, or the dungeon is the bridge is itself. And I think if the dungeon is the bridge itself, which could be really cool. I'm going to say that what am I going to say? That I can't go too far left or right, but I can go in a long dungeon when I start scrolling. Also, I think that the bridge must have been sort of rebuilt to the cult's purpose. Once again, I run a actual play where the name cult appears, or the theme of a cult appears. So, or why go away from the trodden path when you can? Yeah. Anyways, okay. So, what is the mission? I want. I can roll a location mission, but even though I find too much adventure sign, okay, good. It is actually quite a work, but sometimes it's a bit I only use bits of it because it's not very useful. Or it is useful for solo play, but only if you take out bits of it, because it takes a long time to generate stuff. But anyways, it's very detailed, and we're going for detail here because we want some background. But the thing is that I'm not sure I'm a huge fan of the location missions, actually, I remember. But let's see if we're lucky. It's not that they're bad or anything, it's just let's try and do it. Let's not be hater here. So it's a D100. 67. Loot. Okay, finally. Now we're talking. The mission. Loot. And we're not done with the mission. Loot what? 48. Uh, loot. Fort. Does it have bridge on here? Because I can see it's alphabetical. It does not, but we can say that there is a fort at the end of the bridge. No, 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 no. The fort itself is the bridge. So just loot the shit. Oh. Did I mention how I would go about this? Some of the procedures? I'm going to use a combination of things. I'm going to use the Dungeon Scroller, an online uh, dungeon drawing tool, which is really perfect. And then I'm going to use some extra stuff. I'm going to use For Against Darkness map templates, where I can roll D66 to generate dungeon rooms. And I'm also going to use their table for generating room content. But I'm also going to use Toolmat of Adventure Design dungeon dressing. It has some dungeon dressing tables that I want to use to get some detail. Yeah, so that's about it. And then, of course, I'm going to use my own rules and my Doom die rules and everything. And my own monster table. And if I find a fitting monster, I'm going to see if I can find something useful in the monster overhaul. And that's just rolled with 1d6. So that's a 5. I'm going to draw what For Against Darkness gives me, and I'm going to use that. If I draw a little half square extra, it's because the corridor continues. Let's do it. Our 4 adventurers, the all-girl dungeon delvers, is going to light a torch as they approach. But someone is going to carry a torch. That's going to be not the fighter. And also, I'm picking up for tonight's video some of the brawling rules from For Against Darkness, where I think that if they meet something in a narrow room, like a corridor, the enemies can only hit the two in the front. So I have to state a marching order, and the marching order will always be that it's like they walk like in a square. So there can be 2 next to each other, and it's going to be Ritana Golden Dove and Katsasha Younghammer. They're at the front, and then Margot Sleepy Eyes and Hiltrude is at the back. If there are like flying creatures like bats or something, they can attack all 4. Also, but they can still attack from the back. So I can shoot spells and use my sling, and I can use my bow from their rear positions at something at front. Who's carrying the torch? I think our mage is, and I'm not going to mark it off yet. First, when I use it up. Okay, we're stepping into the darkness, and we're going to loot this place. Which way shall we take? Why not try and go to the right? So we need to roll the room. We don't roll the first room. So that's a 5 and a 1, which is 51. And let's find room 51. That's Now it's not a D66, now it's just 2d6, so that is an 8. What do we have here? If corridor empty, otherwise roll on the minions table. It's a corridor, I would say. So it's empty, not only empty. I want to dress it. 39. There's some. Yeah, this room is just full of some. We got some spores of some dried herbs on the floor, littered here and there. So okay, which door are we going to take then? Let's take the upper one. And before we do that, I want to check if I can hear something behind. Check the door. Going to listen at the door and check the door. I'm going to roll a d6. Do I hear anything? That's just 50-50. That's a no and, I guess. Funny those checks when you get no and when you listen at the door. What could the and be? Let's get the map back up. Anyways, I'm going to. That took a turn. So I have to roll the dungeon as a die. A doom die. 3. That's expiration. So what happens here is actually that I deplete a torch or turn on the torch. The torch now has only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hours left. Because sometimes the torch just burns faster. So I'm going to check one more thing. I'm going to check the door, see if there are traps or something. So 2d6, this is a test of willpower, and I think it's... Who's going to check this? It's the mage, I guess. Does she have the most willpower? She does. Along with Vitana Golden Dove. They have the most. So I'm just going to say that it's the mage. The weird, sorry. Marcus Sleepy Eyes checks the door. No, she can't see anything. So, here we go. Let's hope it's not trapped or anything. Oh, if only I could remember in my head. I cannot. The door is just open. Okay, great. The door glides up and opens into a new room. Another turn went by, and that is okay. So this is a shift roll on the exploration doom die. And what this can be, it can be the dungeon state changes, winds and sound, doors close, trap springs, etc. I just opened the door. It would be crazy if it slammed back in my head, maybe. I think the door actually closes on me again. And I'm like, what the? And I want to roll on the door table again because this is sort of, when old school delving, the dungeon is alive and all that. So when Margaret opens the door, it's sort of just, and she's about to show Ritana and the others in to wait for her position and the marching order. The door just hits Ritana in her head. Okay. She's like, because she's very haughty and jumpy. Oh yeah, she's first she gets like a jump scare, like, and then she's just like, didn't you just open the door? You foolish wetling. Okay. Okay, so we're going to open the door again. What happens? It's a 2 this time. Now the door is stuck. So requires strength test to open. Alrighty. Let's get some strength woman up here, shall we? Strong woman, sorry. This one here, at Sasha Younghammer, the faithful dwarf. She will try and get the door up. I'm afraid we're a bit noisy. But if we're cool about it and we use a turn, we can maybe be less noisy. And let's like find the trick with the door and put it up. Okay. Anyways, here we go. Strength test. That's better. So that's actually a strong success. That's a success with a boom. So I'm going to say that there's something behind the door as they finally get it up, something positive. Let me just have a roll what that could be. Okay, I rolled a thing. I rolled blood stains because I wanted some flavor as well. I imagine that they see blood stains leading to somewhere, but you're holding the torch and they can't see very far into this next room. And I'm going to 35 is recovered. And 8. Something that must be recovered cautious. Sounds like something fragile or... and we just heard that there are herbs, so I think it's some herb or whatever that's called that must be recovered because and it's useful to us in some way. Yes, I'm going to have a skill check and pick up a few of them. I think that's an agility skill check maybe. Who is the most agile of all my heroes? Dex 2, Dex 2. Actually, the only stat or attribute that Hiltrud Slowhand shines in is Dex. Let's her have it because her hands is slow and okay. Going to pick up the little herb. Oh yeah, perfect. That's a strong success. So it's with a boon. So I'm going to say she is not only going to pick a couple of them, she's actually had like a handful of them. Maybe 1d6 plus 2. No, 1d4 plus 2. Okay. So that's 4. 4 herbs. And let's quickly figure out what they do. Those herbs. 10 is, sorry about that, civilized. And 17 is corrupt. Okay. What the only things that pops into my mind here is that if it's like corrupt, civilized, so it's like it's a poisonous actually plant. So okay, it's a poisonous herb, and I think I can let's say that I got, maybe it's just like sort of poison ivy, sort of uh, times 4, and let's say actually to give, just to give Hiltrud something little buff. Let's say that she can apply it for half a heart more of damage. Half a heart. Okay, and that turn went by because she was very careful. So let's see if something happens. We're actually getting a free turn. So let's use that useful. And let's roll that room, actually. But there was bloodstains in there. Oh, wow. Maybe the bloodstains led out of the room. Anyways, that's 12. What sort of room is that? 12. That's some sort of corridor, actually. So, this 3 square corridor. Did I say which door I picked before? I can't remember, but anyways, I'm going to say that it's the lower one here. Uh, and then there is another door here. And what sort of room content do 41. It smells of perfume here, but it's sort of an empty room. Maybe let's roll one more. 62. Okay, so I'm getting also pots and plates and silverware. So I'm saying that this is sort of a rudimentary kitchen or some really basic kitchen. Maybe it's not like the kitchen for the entire dungeon, but it's just sort of maybe a little sort of eating room or kitchen for this dungeon. So they're eating in a corridor. Oh, those dungeon monsters, they're sort of funny. Oh yeah, there was something I rolled actually on the for against darkness. And that is that there is uh, on the special feature table. I'm going to use a turn actually to see if I can find anything useful. I'm rolling the die. 2. Oh no. No, and no, I don't find anything useful. It's just pots and pans and yeah, whatnot. The file bridge of the half-breed cult. Uh, Half-breed. I'm thinking. Actually, I think we should. I think the cult is called. The cult is called the half-breed cult. But what sort of half-breeds are they? I don't know. I got this picture, this really silly picture of sort of a warlock-ish cult with sort of alligator heads, and they have. I don't know why I got that picture. Uh, I don't know. Sort of like alligator snouts or crocodile snouts, but they have all the typical uh, hooded cult cloaks on. Because I got that sensation of the crocodile, or I actually think I'm going with that. But are they more like? Is there maybe a swamp below this? So they are sort of the half-breed, sort of elevated to the next level. They're no longer animals; they are on this new level, which is the bridge. I don't know. Do we know if there is a? It's a 50-50, I guess. Is there a swamp below or I guess actually forest? Yes. Let's check it out. Uh, yes, but what? Yes, there is a swamp below, but it's really far below. So don't jump off the bridge. Okay, great, great stuff. Um, okay. Where was I? Yeah, I think I'm just going to roll the new room. No, we searched the room, so we have to roll the Doom die. And that's just a free turn. That's perfect. I'm going to use another turn inspecting that door. Do I hear anything? Do we hear anything, first of all? That's a yes, I guess. Yes, and oh my God, you can tell what it is. So that's the end. Yes, and you can tell what it is. What is it? Is it 50? I'm going to roll the number of the beast, my D666 table. So 526. What is that? Ah, scary. That's one of my own inventions. This is a variant of the Scolopender. Scolopender. It's a Scolopendra. Skull like Scolopendra. So it's sort of like a so it's sort of a Scolopendra but with a skull head. Nice. Ah, that's what was the ant before. It's not a creature, it's a monster, and it hears us. Okay. Well, I'm going to jump back, and I'm going to ask the oracle, can a Scolopendra force through a door? I'm going to say it's likely, so it's 2d6 and the highest. Yes, it can. So, okay, I think we have a little fight on our hands here. And I'm picturing a Scolopendra as sort of a really hard fight, actually. So maybe on the level before boss level. So okay, let's write it down. Skull O Pendra. Okay, so it's got strength, which I think it's skull strength and will. It's its best powers. I think it's really mentally strong enemy. So it's a 3 in strength, I guess, and Dex is maybe just doesn't use it really for the fight. So let's just say it's a 2-1 actually. Uh, and will is going to be high as well, maybe even a 4 actually, because I think that spells will bounce off it. Then it's got armor points, and I think it's got a lot of armor actually. I think actually it's a 4. And hard points. Let's not make it unkillable. Let's give it 5. HP 5. HP 5. Okay. So we are not really surprised because we could hear it, and it's not really surprised because it heard us. So I think I'm just going to roll the Doom die for combat. And that's a 5, and that's a sign. This is actually really good. In this round, the player characters observe opponent's weakness. Player characters may re-roll a bad roll, but must keep this new. Keep the new. Okay, and the player characters start. Uh, let's do this. But it's our turn, and first you declare if you are going to cast spells. And I think we are, because this creature is tough. Does any one of the characters? I think that first of all, Rutana Golden Dove. She's short because she's sort of jumpy. Um, she's sort of is first scared, but then she just gets into a battle-ready stance, and I think that Katasha Younghammer just braces herself and looks stonefully at the creature while uh, uh, Hiltrud Slowhand just oh yeah, she's actually changed her arrows to 10 again. Really quickly with her slow hands loads an arrow, and maybe the skull says something. Maybe it says, "Flee, flee now! You want to flee?" Something like that. I don't know. And Margaret Sleepy Eyes. Yeah, she's nothing. She's just cool. And she wants to prepare the following spell. Margot first. Okay. Anyways, let's roll. That is good. It's a strong hit with the sling, and ranged strong hit. That's 1 heart of damage, but the Golopendra gets to see if it's can avoid the damage, and it's got quite a shield. But if I remember correctly, it had 4 in armor points, so that's actually a weak hit. And a defense roll with a weak hit is half a heart taken away. If I'm remembering correct, yes. So Margot Sleepy Eyes injures the Scolopendra for half a heart. Okay, and so now it's Hiltrud. And that's bad. That's a miss. Anyways, I think the skull laughs at her. You weakling. And now it's Sasha's turn. Oh, that is great. That is a hit, strong hit. I can apply to both dice my hit points, so either way it would have been because I rolled a double. So, she only has a melee one-hander, so that's... What is that actually? Let's be sure about it. Melee weapon, that's 1, and let's see if it gets any defense up. That's a weak hit, so another half point of damage. Going good so far. Now it's our the bold our elf character's turn. Rolling the die. That's a strong hit, and she also has a one-handed melee weapon. Does it do any sort of... It does not this time. So actually, He has this sort of crude, rusted blade, I imagine. But she just hits it somewhere between her joints, the Scolopendra's joints, and does 1 point of damage. It's down to a 3. And now it's the Scolopendra. Oh, actually, I forgot that I could re-roll rolls, but I didn't really have to, I guess. But it's the Scolopendra now, and it's still going to attack our warrior. And it hits with a strong success. And I'm going to say that it does the same damage as a two-handed. So a strong success is actually 2 hearts. It's a strong enemy. So can she defend it off? Let's look at her stats. What do you know? She can actually, with a weak... No, it's her, yeah, I use her armor, so actually it's a strong hit because she's got 4 armor pips. And let's have a look at the roll. So it's first 2 to 6, 2 to the 4, that's a 6, and then, yeah, so that's as he manages to do this. So a strong melee defense is yeah, I'm going to highlight this. Actually, it's easier to see. It takes one point of damage actually. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So does this enemy have 2 attacks? Is it that good? I think it's fast. So I'm going to say yes. It just have 2 basic attacks. So one with the skull butt and then with the tail or something like that. So it's actually, who is it attacking of the 2 front? At the front. The 1, 2, 3 is Ritana. It's Katsasha. But she's equally well armored. But the Scolopendra. Oh god, that's a strong success. So we know that that's 2 points of damage. Can she defend? She needs a crit to block it all the way. No, that's actually really bad. She fails it. Oh my god, so that's... Oh yeah, 4 to 2. So no, it's a 1, the lowest one first. I have to put the pips on the lowest die first. So actually... Oh my god. She loses 2 hearts. Ouch! It was quite a blow. So... I have to throw the combat doom die. 3 is expiration. Something expires, but it's our turn. It could be the torch just, so it could be... There's no magic effect that can expire. So I'm just going to say that that's the... here. Combat. Torch depletes the magic effects, it expires prematurely, etc. So it's a torch, it doesn't expire, it just depletes. So yes, 1 usage. Okie dokie. Back in the hallway here. Oops. Whoa. Sorry. Like that. But it's... Does anybody cast a spell? Actually, I think that Sasha is going to cast a healing spell on herself. Okay. But it's our turn, so the Scolopendra attacks who? It's it's attacking actually Katsasha. Ow, ow, ow. But okay, it's our turn first. So ranged first. Margot holds her. He loads. I don't know how she does this, but maybe she puts a stone in the sling. Oh, sorry, with her mouth. That's a weak hit, so that's half a heart. The Scolopendra doesn't. Oh god. I think that she just... yeah, I know. The Scolopendra doesn't get hurt by the sling. So it's Intrude's turn. Oh, that was close to a crit. But it's a strong hit. So that's 1 point of damage. Can the Scolopendra... Can. Strong hit. Let's double check it. Strong success. Yes. Strong success. Ignore 1 heart of damage. This time you don't hit it. So it's either... oh yeah, it's spells before melee, so it's spell time now. And in Rucksack you can't cast spells when you're in melee. Or can you? I can't remember. You can in this, anyway. She's going to cast a spell, and it's going to be... I should have said which one, but it's a healing spell. Healing prayer. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Okay. She doesn't cast the spell. That's bad. Okay, it's Ritana's turn. Come on, you can do it. No, she cannot. She misses the Scolopendra, and it's the Scolopendra's turn. And it was going to attack Katsasha. Okay. That's a miss. Because you're going to apply it to the lowest die. Lucky. And with the other attack, that's also a miss. Phew. So, okay. New. Okay. Something expires and there's no magic effect. So I'm going to say that another turn on the torch depletes. Bad. Let's hope the torch doesn't blow out in the fight. That would be very bad. Okay, okay. Is anyone going... oh yeah, I have to mark that she can't cast this spell again. That's it. How do I do that? Is that an X? Oh, it wasn't that one. That one. Holy Shield. What is it again that Holy Shield does? I cannot remember. You can only bolster the magic shield, or the shield against magic attacks, and this is not a magic attack. There's actually one thing I thought about with magic, and that is that if your pips, if there's any leftover pips after you cast a spell, let's say you've rolled a 5 and a 6 and you had 3 in willpower, you would use 1 pip on the 5 and then you would add 2 extra damage to the spell, in spell damage. But since I didn't state that, I'm not going to use it here, but it's actually something I would consider to the next fight, because I actually like the idea. But anyways, actually, how far is the Scolopendra down? It's at 3, it's going slow. I think I have to say that our fighter wants to cast a spell, and that's because I want to save our lives. And that's the raise skeletal warrior spell that she got. She can summon skeletons. Okay, so yes, somebody wants to cast a spell, and it's raise skeletal warriors. So it's ranged first. And Margot, sleepy eyes. Bling. She misses. And now it's Hiltrud's turn with a bow. I can't remember, did I? Because I have to... after a fight you can see how many... I need to know how many arrows I fire. I think this is the 3rd one. And she only has 10. But anyways, it's her turn now. Oh, that's a strong hit. That's a 1. And it... oh yeah, actually it uses agility to dodge ranged. I forgot that. So actually she is not using armor to avoid ranged attacks. Ah, I forgot that. And the Scolopendra's agility isn't the best. What was it? Or dex, sorry, I'm thinking Wixig here. The dex of 1, actually. So when they're firing with ranged at it, I have to use make a dodge roll. Actually, I forgot that. Or is that Wixig? I'm going to. I honestly think that. Oh, I should actually check that. Let's see again. Yes. Ranged attacks requires a dex test. It's because you're dodging. Okay. So it does not. So it takes 1 point of damage. And the Scolopendra is down to 2. This is some fight. So now it's Katsasha. No, actually it's the spellcast. It's Ritana who is raising skeletons. Let's do it. Let's try it. How much willpower does she have? Oh, quite a lot. +3. Come on, you can do it. Yes, you can actually, but it's only a weak hit. So I'm going to say that... Let's check the rules. What have I written? Casting this spell. Yeah, this is only spell damage written down, but what is this? I'm guessing that... I think that you can raise up to 3 skeletons. Let me find it. They are yours until to command until defeated. So they actually carry on alongside with me. And Katsasha might get a little grumpy because he's sort of the cleric type and skeletons walking around the warrior. But anyways, I'm going to say that it's a D3 minus 1 with a minimum of 1. So, yes. So that's 2 minus 1, so that's 1. Yes, great. 1 skeleton. And I think these skeletons aren't that great, but anyways. So I think it just has 2 in all its stats, and maybe light armor. Maybe it actually only has 1 in all its stats. I think it's just a +1 in all stats. Okay. I'm just going to write this skeletal warrior here. One, 1. And armor point 1. HP, something low-ish, 3 maybe. Yeah. Okay. Good. So, skeleton crawls out of the ground. And it's Katsasha's turn. As a matter of fact. Come on, Katsasha. You can do it. You can. And that's is actually a strong hit. So that would be 1. Now it can use all of its armor. And that's just a weak. So that's half damage. So half a heart of damage to the Scolopendra. And now it's the Scolopendra's turn, and I think I rolled that it was going to attack. I'm just saving this. Okay. Yeah. I can't remember. Did I just miss? I think I just missed with 1 attack. Okay, I'm re-rolling the second attack. And it... that's only a weak attack. Does he defend it off? He does. Okay. Goody goody. New round. So, 2, what is that? I can't remember. Ooh, that is... Combat Doodah. Oh, God. Suffer minor harm, lose half a heart if in combat. Yikes. Okay. Looking really bad. But remember, our protagonists aren't dying if they lose all their hearts. They're just gaining a condition. At least this time. Where was I? Oh yeah. It's our turn still, though. Is anybody casting a spell? No, they're not, and I need to mark off this one. So it's ranged, and Margot is. Oh yeah, I used an arrow more before. So Margot is just never-ending source of stones she can use. So what am I saying? I'm rambling again. Yeah, that's a weak hit. And I think the Scolopendra just had one index. Yes. Can it defend it off? It can actually. Okay. So now it's whose turn is it? It's Iltrude's turn. That's a weak hit. Can it defend it off? Ranged? It cannot. So it takes half a heart of damage. It's down to 1. Okay. It's Iltrude's turn. And that's a miss. I think the skeletal warrior is last, but now it's Ritana's turn. So close to a crit. But it's a strong hit, so that's 1 point of damage. But it's really good at defending, so... But not this time. It's actually... Oh, pretty useless to cast that skeletal warrior, because what's happening now is that Ritana, Golden Dove, decapitates the Scolopendra. Okay. Fight is over, and I think that yeah, I think that sort of, you know, this room looks like a complete mess now, because this really quickly Scolopendra lashes around the walls and the room and smashing pots and pans and the table, and chairs are flying around maybe. So okay, I think that Katsasha is sending a stern look at the skeletal warrior, who just glares back with empty eyes. Or maybe it says, howdy. Anyways, I think the party is sort of... What they can do now is actually that they could they can do this once per watch, is that they can eat a meal and gain half a heart back. I think they're going to do that. But I have to deplete a meal of the rations. But I'm going to say that they do that. Also, one thing, a turn goes by because they camp a bit here. Oh, a 1. That's never good. Oh my god. As they sit here and eat in this mashed kitchen, there is an encounter. I shall also remember to yeah, I'm going to say it. Is this a monster encounter? And here is cultist included, and I'm going to... I mean, if it could be a sort of NPC walking around here, but if it's just sort of a monster type, I want to roll on the reaction table. I forgot that before, but I guess that the Scolopendra was attacking just crazily. Anyways, what sort of encounter do we have? And that is going to be a 4. Oh yeah, wrong. Sorry. It's the number of the beast roll. 232. What is that? 232. Oh my crap. Oh yeah, actually, I was going to roll, but I rolled what it is. I know what it is. Maybe you saw along, but I'm going to roll if there's a chance that it's um, humanoid with cultist included. So that's a 2d6, and I take the lowest number. 3. That's what is that actually? Uh, okay, it's not a humanoid, but no, it's not. I was asking, is it a human? No, but so it can be a humanoid monster. So and so it is a humanoid monster. And let me just quickly see if I got alert tons of them, or is it? No, actually, what I'm going to say that it's likely that it's a cultist. 3. No, it's not a cultist, but something else. What sort of humanoids do I have on my 1, 2? You know what? I'm going to say that it's it is one of these cultists, but it's sort of a because we just ruined or smashed uh, a sort of kitchen, and I think it's a cook or a chef of this kitchen, and I'm thinking about these half alligator men. I'm going to say that it's quite an angry crocodile man. Yes. I'm keeping the skeletal warrior here. So it's a crocodile chef. Strength chef +2, dex +2 maybe. Will, I don't know, +1. And I don't think he's got much of an armor protection, maybe a +1 because he's got this really thick and greasy apron on. And HP wise, he's just a 3.5, actually, I think. Oh my god, we have another fight on our hands. Okay, who's first? Are we surprised by him? No, but he is. Maybe it's quite usual down here in the dungeon that up here in the dungeon actually it's told him that the clientele wrecks his cafe, but he's very surprised that it's 4 dungeon delvers and they're all women. Uh, anyways, so let's do this. Who is first? Actually, I want to have a. Let me just check the characters. Actually, what is their reaction to this? Um, yeah, I think maybe that Return of Golden Dove is sort of uh, she's eating a sandwich or whatever, and then totally scared and jumps up. And yeah, and I'm going to say that she's the last of the two tanks. What is going on here, actually? Oh, whatever. Um, how does that Sasha react? She's- she just reacts as she always do. She just stares sternly at the. Um, actually, before we just like like attacking head on, I did say that he might be a bit angry, but aren't most chefs that? Is he actually hostile? How is his reaction? I'm going to roll his reaction. Uh, and I'm now reading in the uh, Monster Overhaul monster book. Uh, I have stats for a crocodile, but not a crocodile man. But anyways, I am looking for encounter reaction rolls here, so I just wanted to check if there was some sort of crocodile man. But a reaction table shouldn't be hard to find. Yeah, there's one. So it's a 2d6. Uh, what the hell? Is there detail to this? I'm reading that he retreats, actually. Does he retreat in a, like, yeah, I just walked into the wrong room kind of way, like waving with one hand and walking slowly backwards and so then sort of cartoonily runs away? Or is he just screaming and running out? Is there a retreat thing here? Not really. Retreat? And I think I think I think they have to attack him because actually, you know what? Let's make it up to the characters each. Ritana is. I think Ritana will be afraid if he runs and gets reinforcements, and they've just been fighting, and so will Sasha think. And I think that the skull of suggestions just to uh, I think the wise decision here would be to shout out at the crocodile or make him stop or something. But the god of suggestion says um, something like, "You should also retreat like that frightened crocodile man." And I think that Margot Sleepy Eyes. What does she do? uh, what does she do? I don't know. She's hesitant, I think. She's going with the others, but what the others do. Okay. So, um, can we catch this guy? That is the question to ask. Okay, what's the next room? Let's roll that to see where he is going. That's that's actually the same corridor again. Oh, that's isn't it? Didn't I just roll that corridor? One sec. No, something similar. Okay. Uh, Actually, it's a bit longer with doors facing other. Okay, I'm going to uh, four of these, and then um, one door up and number two here, and one door here, like that. Okay. First, let me pause the time and roll for room content. Oh, oh. What is that? A double six. Phew. Empty if corridor. Otherwise, it would be sort of a boss lair. And I'm just rolling on the table to see, get some uh, detail of this room. 24. Okay, there is a corpse of a humanoid here. Maybe that was the guy. The blood. Ah, the blood um, trail. And I think I want to roll on this other. I know there's this table in Atomic of Adventures design that says uh, unusual corpses here. No, what did it say? It said, what was it? Oh, I forgot. It was a corpse. It's not unusual corpse because those are really unusual. It's animals and uh, let's try and see if it's an unusual corpse. It probably is. I rolled high. It's 95. Uh, what the f No. I rolled that there is a manticore in here, corpse, but no, there's no manticore corpse in here. So I'm just going to say that it's a humanoid, and I'm going to say that it's either a crocodile man, or an elf, or a gnome, or a human, or a dwarf. So, is there anything else? Uh, One and two, it's cultist. Yes, it's a cultist. Corpse of a cultist. Crocodile cultist, and the chef. The chef is running away. Uh, Is he going to grab that door, that first door? Because it's a dead end down here and there's a door to right. Is he going to grab the first door? That's a 50-50. No. And I think the door is shut or stuck or something. Or is he just going for the other one? Four, that's a yes, isn't it? Four, no, but what is that again? Actually, I keep forgetting that. A four is a yes, but I think he stumbles in the corpse. The chef runs away, but he stumbles in the dead cultist lying on the floor. I mean, what has happened in this corridor? Um, uh, Sounds like there's some sort of intrigues amongst the ranks of the crocodile men. Should be interesting to capture this chef crocodile alive. But I'm going to say that if we're attacking him, I'm not going to roll anything this turn. But I should remember, because I did not do that, remember to roll the Doom die. Exploration 5. Oh, a sign or a spoor of the next encounter. Okay, we can hear some noises of something, I think. Or maybe the sign is actually dead, uh, the dead cultist. Let's wait with that. Keep it in mind. Okay. So we are attacking. Does anybody wants to cast a spell? I think it's really crucial that we get this crocodile shift down. So yes, Margot is going to cast the magic arrow spell. So it's ranged first. So that's Hiltrud. And that's double, so she can apply the pips to both dice, so that's a strong success of 1. And does he dodge it? He has what in dex? He's a 2. He does not dodge it. So he gets a big fat arrow in his chef's hat. 2.5. He's down to 2.5. And it's a spell now. The spell is before melee. So she loses or casts the magic arrow out of her sleeve. Come on, let's get a magic to actually work here. Boom. Okay. And yeah, I was talking about applying the rule of leftover pips. And we got that here because this is a crit. So she hasn't used any damage yet. But she has 3. Okay, first of all, let's check how much damage this is. Okay, spell casting crit. Oh yeah, he can also excuse me, defend against magic attacks. But let's see how much damage it actually is. Spell attack damage. Crit. Double damage. Oh. Um, that's a lot. This if he doesn't actually, let's not say that any. Let's just say that leftover hips doesn't apply because this is a lot of damage. So it's the double damage of a strong success, and this is so hurtful because it's spells, and spells can only be cast once. So I made them quite hurtful. So that's 4 hearts of damage. But I don't want to kill him, and he can see if he can defend against uh, against it. Mm, magic defense roll. Okay, so he rolls the die. What was his willpower again? Oh dear. Yeah, it was 1. So that's actually a strong success because he can apply 1 to both dice. Um, okay. So, and that strong success. The target negates half of the damage. So that's a 2 pass of damage. And how much did he have left? Yeah. What is going to happen here is that, okay, I think he's going to yield. He's got half a heart left. And he says, "Don't shoot me!" And how does he talk? "Don't shoot me! I'll yield! I'll yield! Spare me! I will share a secret with you!" And I have to go and take a drink, and I'll be right back. So I'm going to stop the recording here. Anyways, I did something off camera, and that is that I wrote some walls around here, and the walls around here are the dimensions of the bridge. So I'm going to say that here in this hallway here to the right that's where the bridge sort of ends. And I actually discovered that I can put images on the map, but I'm not going to do that. We have a situation in the room. We have a Oh yeah, and also one other thing I was thinking about the theme of this bridge dungeon, and I think that it's sort of different in how it's built, uh, and I think some of it is made out of like uh, debris, and some is more like maybe um, brick walls that's built um, maybe recently, maybe not like maybe I don't know, within the last 100 years, so it's not an ancient area. I think it's this cult who built on top of this ancient bridge, maybe, but um, the theme is that it's quite uh, crude, crudely built, and it's not the finest. They didn't have any fancy architecture on this project, so it's sort of that's the idea I get, or the feeling I get at least about it. So yeah. Anyways, yeah, we have a really injured chef, and I think we're going to talk to him, and we have a dead crocodile cultist on the floor. And I think think that Gum has this really nice table for sort of random conversation prompts or answers if you're asking about something. And I want to use that now. It's called Oracle to another character. So we can ask him questions. Uh, and it's just mainly just yes no answers with a bit of um, extra to it. So that's it's just wording, but let's check it out. I'm going to okay. Who's approaching him? I think it's Margot because she was he's down on his knees because he was yielding and he's um, begging for his life and stuff. Uh, Margaret sort of walks up to him, really confident, and says, "Hey, pal, um, um, what, what's your business? What's up? What's up with the dead cultist there? Uh, um, what's up with him? Did you kill him? I'm going to ask. Um, and the answer is C. No, but hurry up! Hurry up! Uh, okay, okay. He could still be lying, but I don't know. But why does he want to hurry up? Is it because we can hear someone else coming? We kind of rolled that before, but we didn't know if it was the cultist or. Okay, he wants us to hurry up. Okay, before we hurry up, Crocodile Man, um, we can ask, are the cultists near? He says, no, I think not. But hurry up. Uh, I'm going to ask, I get a feeling we should hurry up, but I'm going to ask one more question. What is behind the door you couldn't open, the stuck door? Now, is there something, uh, so what is behind the door? And I'm just going to roll on the, yes, on the table to see if I can. It's complicated, he says. Okay, and he explains himself, and I'm going to roll on the Grand Oracle to get some. 90. That is, what is that? 90. Secure. Maybe he wants to secure something. 54. No, 54. Yeah. Limited. Secure. Limited. 41. Fear. What? Secure. Limited. Fear. Uh, Holy moly. How to interpret that? Complicated. He's the chef. I think because if let's say he did not kill him because after all it's one of his own, but maybe he had to secure. It's the room I'm asking about. So, oh, it could be also that he didn't want to get in through the door, but he was just checking the door before he ran further on. And there's something that they are afraid of behind that door. I'm going to ask him one more time. I know this. I'm going to ask him what's behind the other door. I don't know. I mean, Um, uh, no, I can't ask that. I'm going to ask him, is it something dangerous behind the door he's just trying to open? And what is his answer? 18. Sounds like it is kind of dangerous. Yes, despite. Okay, I'm going to roll some descriptors again, or some subjects and action words. Yes, it's dangerous behind that door, despite of the 41. Ensure. 92, didn't I just roll that? Ensure trustworthy. 5. Truth. Okay. My last question to him: is it you who want to secure the trustworthy truth, or is no? It can be dangerous. It can be dangerous. Uh, I'm getting the feeling that he's sort of he knows that there is something that is at risk to them, something dangerous inside this uh, dungeon or this bridge on top of the bridge, but they want to limit it. It's something that they themselves spawned, or not spawned per se, but something that uh, they did themselves that sort of bites them in their tail now, sort of. I think that's what I get out of this. And that's behind that door. I would almost like to try the door to see his reaction or not. Okay, I'm going to say that that took a turn, so what happens? So I think that that's a shift, but I'm also going to wrap it up quite soon. 5. Sign of next encounter. Yes, again. Yes, what is that sign? Let's get some descriptors up. I have some ideas. 100. Wonderful. Hmm? 62. Necessary. A wonderful necessity, maybe. I'm so tired, I forgot. Oh, sorry, the dice are hiding. Um, like that. Uh, what was it I was asking about? Completely forgot. I forgot. Anyways, that's great. Okay, whatever. Going to cut this out. Anyways, let's quickly Oh yeah, the sign of the that was some okay. I was asking what signs of the next encounter, and I got wonderful necessity. Mm, mm, okay. Um, Sounds like a positive thing. Something like you simply have to taste this. Like, and did he make some food that we can smell, or I don't know? This an encounter. Something, I guess, from the room to the south, if it's more positive than um, the other room. Let's have a let's do this. Let's have a quick look at the corpse. Is there anything on the corpse? I think for this one, I'm going to roll on the gum table. There's this plant thing. Mm, mm, um, mm, no, no, I'm not going to use that one. I am going to roll on this other one. This one. The Great Book of Random Tables. And I think we have some. Uh, oh yeah, we also got some dungeon dressing here. I should maybe use this. Encounters, jobs, rumors, dungeon rooms. Should look into this dungeon room thing. Food, items and things. A lot of stuff. I'm just reading this. Uh, there's some really funny ones actually here I could use. Side effects and stuff for dungeons and cause of death sounds interesting too. What is his cause of death? That's funny. 27. Okay. At the right hand of the corpse, there are some purple mushrooms. He ate the wrong mushrooms. So, I'm getting an idea, and I should maybe write that in my document here on the mission table. Maybe the thing is that because we also got strange or the poison ivy thing, maybe the thing is that plants and mushroom growth uh, uh, recent plant. Maybe the chef tried to use it also, and that's why he wants to secure it. I have to think about this one, and I have to. Sadly, I have to on the bridge cause recent trouble. At I'm writing this. At first, it seemed like a good thing. because that's what I guess I get out of um, um, the oracles, that it's sort of that's sort of the feeling I get, that it's something that started as a good thing but now has run maybe amok, and it has caused something that it's sort of out of their hands now. I think that I have to nail it and write it, what that is, off screen. So, but one last thing I want to do is that I want to check the safe room, or the what I when I roll wonderful necessary of the encounter line. So I'm going to check that room. Oh, one sec. I must not forget to check the door. So it's Marlot who sort of investigates the door, and she can't find anything unusual. So um, I'm going to roll yeah, that's positive. The door is just open. Okay. And what does the room look like? That's a 52. Check. Okay. Yes, I will draw that. And I'm only going to draw off it what I can, because it's sort of to the limits of the bridge. Let me just check the. Okay, so it's like this. Not entirely, but let me finish it. Actually, it's like this. Yes, and there is a door down here. Okay. But what's the content of the room? I should also try the new ones. So that's 6. Both checking the For Against Darkness table and the new ones in the um, Great Book of Random Tables. So according to For Against Darkness, what did I roll? A 6. It's simply sort of vermin. Roll the vermin table. Yes. What did looking? Let's get some dungeon dressing here. What do we have? Okay. So okay, there are 6 D100 tables, so I'm going to write a roll first, a 6-sided die. I'm going to roll on table 6 and then 100-sided die. 67. Just to get some. Okay, keeping that in mind, not telling what it is again. And then some dressing from the Home of Adventure Design as well. 60. What the hell? I think I rolled 2 things. Okay, I think what this is the chef's private chamber. But there's, I can tell you that there are vermin, and I encounter vermins in here some sort, and vermins can both be bats or rats or yeah, like vermins. But I can say because that it's his private chamber because I rolled that is a smoking pipe and a figurine of a small glass swan. And that tells me that it's sort of homely stuff. So I guess there's also a bed and a small table crammed up in here and lots of personal stuff. Okay. Okay. So before we call it close this down, let's roll what sort of vermin we're up against. Oh yeah, oh yeah, that's how to do it. Let me get the um, vermin table from War Against Darkness up. The vermin table. It's a 2. It's some sort of bats. Here it says vampire bats, but the thing is that I have all sorts of bats on my monster list there. So I'm going to roll. Let me find them quickly for you. And I think I have regular bats, giant bats. That's 2. Then I have skull bat, a kind of flying skull with bat wings. That's 3. And then I got a Sumbat. I got 4. I'm rolling a 4-sided die to see which sort of bat it is. Oh, it's just boring. Whoops, what is that? Regular bats. How boring is that? Oh. And how many are there? There's probably quite a lot. Or is it his bat pet? I'm quickly shouting to the chef, do you have a bat pet? No, it does not. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to say that where the hell did these bats come from? Maybe there's a hole in the... Maybe there's a window overlooking the bridge that is open or something. Not overlooking the bridge, but where you can look out of. And they flew in that way. I'm just going to say that it's a group of bats and I'm just fighting them as one monster. But I won't do that now. I'm going to wait with it. This is going to be a really long video. So it's been fun, but yeah, good night for now. Bye.